Hello everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of a new series. I've been saying that a lot recently. Uh, First off, the first poll, the main reason why no new deku is not done yet is because I'm trying to put my own spin on it. Going off of that, this is what if Izuku Midoriya had Hypetrain. Now, to explain the hold on. Alright, to explain the functions of Hypetrain, I need to explain, well, a couple things. When you get giddy, you get yourself a small little, it's not adrenaline, it's more of a minuscule amount of dopamine. Like, it's enough to make you feel, oh, I did a good thing in doing this today, when you fall into a habit. What Hypetrain does is every dopamine response, and by every, I mean every, drug-induced included, causes Hypetrain to proc. Hypetrain boosts your musculature, your senses, and, well, just your perception of time. Meaning, let's say you shoot up with something like heroin. You will have actual fucking bullet time. Which is the important thing. Now, that being said, Izuku in this is not with the best people. To say that he's a villain is overshooting. We start with Izuku Midoriya. Fresh in middle school. 2 years ago, he was dropped into an orphanage by both his bitch and absolute pansy of a father and mother. Inko and Tazashi will not be in this story. No, Izuku is an orphan in a group that he would like to call the Chillers. A group of delinquents that specifically, once the light goes off in their room, they go out. And to be quite frank, they do whatever the fuck they find fun. Now, Izuku is the de facto leader primarily because of a couple things. People are fucking afraid of him because they used to host weekly fights, right? Something just to see, hey, who's the strongest among us? People were afraid of Izuku because Izuku always smiled. Not like All Might, but he smiled in a way that tells a story of, you're falling into my trap constantly, and you're only making this better. You're only falling deeper into the hole that will be your grave. After, the first 2 weeks of them doing this, Izuku essentially cemented himself as top dog. However, we aren't going that far back. We go down to an orphanage where we have the 5 members other than Izuku. we're going to spin off and we're going to go down to Coda. He is quite the interesting type. Coda, out of all intents and purposes, is the second oldest in the entire orphanage. So everyone beneath him, he considers little brother, except for Izuku. Izuku is his equal or above. And at the moment, it's above. He is a fairly tall kid. 1 year Izuku senior. And his quirk is quite interesting. It allows him to use his sweat, turns it to ice, and fire it like bullets from his fingertips. He hasn't really made a name for it yet, but he thinks it's pretty good. We go to another. A fairly short kid with glasses, a gray hoodie, and that always has a computer on him. This kid, Izuku just calls Tech. Tech is a computer nerd, a quirk nerd, and all in between. He's the tech guy of the crew. And Tech has a technology-based quirk. Technomancy. What he could do is create quote-unquote code ghosts, or at least what he calls them, to change and alter X, Y, and Z, depending on the strength of the program, the more stamina it takes. We have another guy that is essentially what Izuku calls one of the fingers. He just calls him Tom. And Tom's ability is, in Izuku's opinion, the most combat-oriented. However, it's not the best. For his situation, it is hardening. Specifically of his hands, shins, knees, elbows, and feet. But they are exponentially heavier, 2 times as heavier in fact. So, they will hit harder, they will be able to block significantly more damage. However, that's still his skin. And if it chips off, his skin chips off. You understand what I mean now. Now we have 2 more. The twins. New additions to the group, but fairly nice ones. Izuku doesn't really know their names that much, because he's not really the one that talks to them. He usually has Koda talk to most of them. After all, he's the right hand of Izuku. But we don't need to get into their names. We'll get into what their quirks are. The quirks are as follows. One of the 2 of the twins, his quirk is called critical awareness. If you're within 60 meters of him, he knows where to hit you to make you go night-night. He doesn't know the force, but he knows the direct spot that it will need to end a fight quickly. His brother, on the other hand, it is called no-kill zone. Essentially, what happens, his quirk is very powerful, so he's not really in... Well, he's in the group, but primarily to protect his brother. But no-kill zone sounds exactly what it is. It will subconsciously trick the body. If the body is certain that the person will die, it will just shut off all brain function. Except for breathing and heartbeat and the things that you would need to survive. And it will just cause you to look like you died. For at least 25-30 minutes. Unless he is not in that location. Downside is, he feels all the pain that that character would feel, which is not good. It is bad. But this is the night where Izuku and the Chillers would become infamous. They decided only a select few of them wanted to be in the hero limelight. Izuku being one of them. And what Izuku wants to do is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. He respects only one person in the entirety of hero society. Because they're straightforward, they're to the point, and he likes how they fight. It's Mirko. He's seen them fight in the... well, no, it wouldn't be Hero Society yet because they haven't even made a splash on the scene. It would just be Rumi. He enjoys how Rumi fights. And the funny thing is, Rumi goes to an underground fight pit. Fight pit that Izuku is going to. And when Izuku and everyone essentially enter this location, they're kind of looked at wearily. But other than that, no one really cares. Oh, by the way, I fucked up. So, I just realized that 15 fuckers in high school. I'm an idiot, leave me alone. I said, oh yeah, no, he's 15. God, 15-year-old is still in fucking middle school, dude. Anyway. He enters the location. He doesn't know who he's fighting. Izuku just knows he's fighting somebody. And the entire time, he has been being just fucking hyped up to shit. Izuku's essentially bouncing on the balls of his feet, with that same fucking sinister smile that just proves this air of superiority that he does not give a fuck. Like, it's kind of just there. And the eyes show a vicious, not determination, but almost a sadistic streak of playing with its food. And when Izuku comes in and he's told what to do, all Izuku does as he gets in his room with his people, Koda would say, "This is the last one, right? For you, pretend to fit in the world." Most of the group would have a snicker, and Izuku would say, "Oh, fuck off. Me and you both know I'm not just gonna..." But other... my apologies, I had to pause. Izuku would reply with, "Oh, fuck off. I'm not just gonna be some street-level ganger. Me and you both know that. I have much more fucking potential for it." That, and to be quite fucking honest, I don't know about you guys, but everyone in this room got some fucking potential. My personal suggestion, Tech, try out for fucking support course. We're the same age. No reason for you to fucking give that shit up. Hell no. Oh, you got a fucking chance. Same with Mr. fucking no fucking kill zone over there. And critical shot. That shit's fucking dangerous. You could either be the world's fucking best sidekick, seconded only by fucking Night Eye. And that's on the best fucking day of him. Only seconded. Which is a fucking bonus, given the fact that he's not going to be a sidekick no more. You've seen the media feeds, they've been having a falling out. Just one more stepping stone, my man. Just one more stepping stone. What about that fucking weird kid, Kotsky? Man, fuck you bringing him up. Me and you both know that he ain't worth my fucking time. That's why every fucking time he tries to fight me, he pussies out on the last fucking second because he knows he's gonna get his ass kicked. And the fucking teachers aren't gonna do anything about it because I have more of a flashy fucking potential. And the teachers know that. So I'm gonna use it to my advantage full fucking tilt. And it's clear that dumbass don't know anything about it. So I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. Alright, man. I'm gonna fucking miss you when I come down here. Shit, you think I'm not gonna come down here? Hold the fuck on. What the hell is that supposed to mean? This is a Sunday schedule, bitch. Sunday. Just because I'm a hero student doesn't mean I could whoop somebody's ass on the weekends. Well, it says that I can't, but you know what I fucking mean. That means you both know that I could run like hell, so I'm good. Yeah, fair. Well then, Got like a couple minutes before your flight's on. Fuck, alright. As the time would elapse, Izuku would be listening to music to bring him up further. Doing shit like remembering like his favorite shit to do in the pastime other than beating someone's ass. You know, enjoying themselves. And as Izuku went up to the stage, Izuku holding a smile that was more often than not off-putting to his opponent, wearing a mask over the top portion of his face. He was only called Masquerade. Izuku never getting bored of the look that people just gave to him as he passed by to go up the ring, especially people that have fought this kid before, because they're genuinely fucking afraid of him. Because Izuku has a tendency to not fucking stop unless someone like taps him, and 9 times out of 10 those people get sent across the ring before he realizes what the fuck happened. And he just kind of writes it off as a fucking backlash of quirk shit. He doesn't know when to stop. Especially when he's fucking hyped up. Don't know when to stop. And the people don't really give a fuck. Because they want a fucking blood sport. So, Izuku's gonna give them one this day. Today, Izuku Midoriya, age 15, won the Brawl. He's doing his damnedest. And he's fighting well. Fighting really good. During this time frame, every time Izuku gets hit, he only gets more hyperactive. Because he's like, okay, this person could actually fucking take it. Okay, this person could actually fucking take me. Let's fucking go. And the entire time, Izuku is just getting more and more fucking vicious. After 5 minutes, Izuku has reached bullet time. And as that 5-minute fucking brawl happens, on the outside of that building sits some heroes, mostly police officers, but there are heroes there and sidekicks. And also, a newbie, waiting to prove themselves. Arumi, the rabbit hero Mirko. Still an intern, but still could throw down. As they were recently told of this fighting pit operation. And during the 5 minutes of Izuku's fight, it was just set up. All the way until Izuku, whilst he punched for the final time that night, felt his pocket vibrate as he was mid-bullet time velocity. He picked it out, his phone, and he read it. Scatter. Cops are here. And as he finished reading that, his blood didn't run cold, but it was still there. He still had a couple precious seconds of bullet time. Which is when he kicked the screen door off its hinges and screams scatter as he begins to run towards the exit planned out by his cronies. Izuku, as he leaves, grabs his leather jacket and puts it on because shit, that was custom. You ain't taking this from him. And Izuku, as people begin to realize the doors are kicked open and the fight commences. Izuku is able to well enough handle himself. He puts down a couple of sidekicks fairly easily. But once he gets to his boys, everybody's fucking gone already. They took what he was supposed to escape. And there was just a ping. Leaving you for the wolves tonight. Sorry, quote unquote, boss. And Izuku, for once, dropped his smile. His eyes squinted. And he put his hood up. As someone with white ears bursted through the door behind him. What she sees is a hooded figure seemingly free running away. Rumi being the type to not let anyone go. It's a chase. And it's almost like he's slowing down. But when Izuku notices Rumi's there, there is a 180. There was a fucking manic smile. As he just stopped and said, oh, fuck, yes, this is going to be a brawl, as he just charges at Rumi. Rumi not stopping. The rabbit hero not stopping. Being multiple years his senior, she just assumed this would be some thug. No. Because when Izuku, who realized who was chasing him, by themselves, his heart didn't grow cold. His heart beat with a fire that no one else could see. The fight being fierce and brutal, both combatants fighting tooth and nail, throwing kicks that are in similar strength to one another. Rumi was able to kick off not only the masquerade mask, but off with the hood. And he says, oh, this is a fucking treat. It's been a long time since someone actually landed a good one on me. And Rumi is more or less surprised that this is just some fucking street punk that has been able to put up this much of a fight. But fuck it, right? It's a brawl. And Izuku's not stopping. During this fight, Rumi would learn two things that age isn't jack shit, and her kicks need some work. Izuku laying one final kick into the rabbit hero's face. Granted, Rumi still needed some work to do, but still, will always remember that face. That vindictive smile. Because this man, this one was a damn white whale that Rumi, when she woke up that day, like 10 minutes later, Izuku became a white whale. So why not chase? For the next 3 years, that's what would happen. Rumi would eventually stop being a sidekick. Would graduate. And this street kid would grow with Rumi. Never losing, but always forced to some stalemate, either because some other motherfucker got involved or something else. But Rumi and Izuku knew one thing. If they keep meeting like this, it's just going to be a fucking free-for-all. And on their last meeting, before Izuku was able to win, by the skin of his teeth, the last thing that they would remember before getting woken up again by a mildly angry dragon hero. We're gonna meet again. I know we are. And you're gonna see me. And I'll be waiting. An entire internship ready to fold your ass. And now we go to the front gates of UA College. Entrance examination. Izuku alongside Tech and Killzone. He knew that Killzone wouldn't get him. He's primarily doing it for the support course, but Tech has more potential. And there's only so many spaces. But Izuku, he's been training physically for years. He knows his quirk better than anyone else. He knew it better than the fucking doctors did. Before he actually registered it 2 fucking weeks prior. But the name of the quirk is Hypetrain. And as Izuku essentially bounces into the school listening to music, that is where we will end. I hope that all of you have enjoyed. This may be a delinquent that has an exceptional amount of potential. So personally, I hope you enjoy this series. After all, this will be a stand-in for the Nomu series for now, until I could storyboard the idea. However, the handsome Jack Izuku should be up and running fairly soon, which is good. So, like, comment, subscribe, share with friends and family, and comment below. Until then, stay frosty.